You're right. I'm gonna be off this weekend. I'm gonna see her this weekend, son. Yep, for my birthday.
Keep washing.
Okay, hold. Hey, go kart is. Did you listen? Did you hear?
It's okay if you do.
Go kart is still on for
Yes.
Sunday.
I want you to
How's you keeping the kids out?
shut up.
Yes.
No, I looked further into it
How
and
dare you
scrolled
put
down, and they
restaurants?
No,
actually
because you didn't have a license.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. From the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. This one brought in by Jefferson.
Complete to number 3. It's a gain of 6. First down, Bears.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, Charles, this... Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families will go out and play them and come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Fields throwing again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Fields. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A shotgun snap, Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Off play action, Fields. Touchdown Bears! Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Score Bears 7, Lions nothing. Santos.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks,
it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Fields on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Open man right side is Shark. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. Sharp's got it, left side. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround. There he goes, right side. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates
and start shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
So they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. 37-yard attempt.
And it's a wobbler, but he does get it to go as it creeps over the bar. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So not the most convincing of kicks, but he got it to go.
Yeah, from a short distance, you expect a little bit more out of that kick, but the bottom line is what?
3 points.
3 points. Doesn't matter how it looked. It still counts the same.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Smith catches left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Lions 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get this off to Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to DeAndre Swift. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to 4.
Lions 17. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Back to throw. Fields. That one complete. He finds Sharp. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Fields. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the last.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Fields throw complete there to Smith. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 22, Fields. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And it's caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. To the air again, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll try and run here with Swift. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, this is Swift. And some strong running. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run here with Swift. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Going to give this time to the tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that one's spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
Complete to DJ Shark. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16.
And the Bears 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. There's Mooney with another catch. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. Goes right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
32.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to Hightower. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Armstrong. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They run with Breida. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Fields. This is caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
A 5-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
They snap it to Fields. Touchdown, Bears! Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Back to throw. Fields. Touchdown! It's complete. Herb Smith Jr., a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bears extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Bears 53, Lions 39.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 17. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 17. Mike 17. Ricky Maverick. 60 Maverick. 17's Mike. 17.
Looking to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll set up to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
He'll look to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. John Hightower with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
43 is the mic. Watch the screen. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Double dog. That's the way.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they collecting on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game. Put up that number of points. They're moving the ball. They think they can follow this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.